Hello, hello, hello. Okay, guys, so we are back with another live stream. Uh, yep. Okay, let me know in the comment section whether you can hear my voice or not. Then we will start our today's live stream. And if you are guys following the previous live stream, you already know that this is going to be the continuation of what we did yesterday. Okay, so let's wait for a few seconds. I need to check it out some settings. Okay, so now we are going to continue our complex motion graphic sessions that we have started earlier. And if you are following this, you guys already know that we are doing some complex motion graphics. If you see, it's actually a very simple animation, but it just requires a lot of, cool stuff and simple techniques to make it look a little bit complex. Okay, so now we are going to continue whatever we have started few days ago. We have already created two scenes out of this, and now we are going to start with the third one after this. Okay, so are you guys excited? Let me know in the comment section so we can start to do whatever we want to do in this one. Let me increase this size a little bit. Okay, yeah. So before we start our live stream, it would be lovely if you hit on that like button first of all, then hit on that subscribe button, and then hit on that join button as well. Okay, so don't forget to join my Motion Pro membership to support this channel and to unlock a lot of advanced After Effects tutorials. And if you want to learn more about motion graphics and so many different stuff, you can join my Udemy courses as well. I'll provide the link in the description, or you can simply go on Udemy and type AG Motion Designs. You will get a lot of course related to After Effects, Cinema 4D, and Blender as well. Okay, so now without wasting any much more time, we will straightly jump to After Effects and we will try to do our animation. Okay, now in the previous version we have created this animation. As you guys can see, first we have this cube, then it goes, then we have this circle, then we will get this duplicates, then it rotates, and then we will get this transition, and then after that we will get this eye animation. Then after this eye animation there is now a white screen. So now we need to create a scene after this. So for that, if you see over here, we have already created this much scenes like animation 1, animation 2, and animation 3 as well. Now we are going to start with the animation 4. So I'm going to press Ctrl N to create another composition, and I'm going to call it as animation 4 or 04, and simply hit OK. Now press Ctrl K again to open the project settings. Width over here we need 1920 and height should be 180, and simply hit OK. Then we are going to close all of this except this main animation comp. Okay. Then we will go to the main and animation 04, and we are going to bring our slide 04 which we have did in our last one. Okay, you can bring this over here, but for this one I'm going to go and create some different slides. So I'm going to press Ctrl N again, and over here I'm going to create slide 05 and hit OK. Then press Ctrl Y again to create another composition, not composition but black solid layer. Then we are gonna go in our website color hunt over here, and we are going to choose some neon colors over here. You're free to choose whatever color combination you want. I'm going to pick up let's say something like this one, for example. Okay, you are free to choose whatever color combination you want. I'm going to start with this one. So obviously there are color codes over here. Simply copy this color code first, then select this black solid layer, and just like our previous one, I'm going to apply my 4 color gradient. I don't need to do all of this, but if you guys are new, then that's why I'm going to follow this procedure. If you guys have seen my previous streams as well, we have already created this kind of layers, but for this one I'm going to create from the scratch in case if someone is new. Okay, so I'm going to select this black solid layer and I'm going to apply my 4 color gradient, and I'm going to create one keyframe at point 1, point 2, point 3, and point 4. Okay, so we have already created this coordinates, and then hit U. Then we'll go to around 1 second. Then let's select this and select this color gradient. Let's move this handle from here to here, this handle from here to here, this one should be from here to here, and this one should be from here to here. Then same on 2 seconds, we will follow the same procedure with this coordinates. Now basically we are trying to adjust their position in a different way. Okay, like that. Then go to 3 seconds. Let's try to bring this from here to here, here to here, here to here, and here to here. And at 4 seconds, all you need to do, simply select this first keyframe, hit Ctrl C, Ctrl V. Okay, like that. Okay, also if you have any queries or you want to ask something or anything like super chat, etc., any fun stuff, please let me know in the comment section. Okay, and we will get this kind of animation. Now I want this animation continuously throughout my video, so I'm going to alt click on this stopwatch, and I'm going to search for loop out expression on it, and I'll simply click on it, and I'll copy that expression by hitting Ctrl C. Then alt click on the stopwatch again, hit Ctrl V, alt click, hit Ctrl V, alt click and hit Ctrl V. Okay, so you will get this kind of animation even after the 4 second. Okay, so this is done. Let's hit U to minimize all of this, and don't forget to save this file. Okay, then we'll go to the color hunt and we are going to copy this first color code which we have already did. Simply go over here and hit Ctrl V to paste it. Then select this second color code, go over here and hit Ctrl V to paste it. Then go over here, select this color code, go over here and hit Ctrl V to paste it. Then go to the last one, select this color code and go over here and hit Ctrl V to paste it. So now if you see over here, we have created this kind of portion. Now let's go to the animation and hit Ctrl 0, and I'm going to bring my slide 04 over here. Now let's select this slide 04, 05 and hit Ctrl D to duplicate it. Right click, reveal layer in source project. So we'll get this slide 05. I'm going to hit Ctrl D to duplicate it, and by holding Alt, I'm going to replace it with slide 06. Now let's go inside this slide 06, and I'm going to hit Ctrl K to open my project settings, and I'm going to call it as slide 06 but sphere. Okay, again hit Ctrl K, and width I'm going to choose 1080 like that. Okay, then after that I can select this, right click, go to the transform and choose fit to comp. So now if you see, we are gonna get something like that. Okay, now after that I want ellipse out of it. So for that I'm going to select my ellipse tool, and for the fill I'm going to choose any color, and for the stroke let's delete this color and simply double click on this ellipse. So we will get this ellipse. Select this solid background and choose alpha mask. So now if you go over here in animation, we have this slide 04 over here like that. So if you check it out this, we are gonna get something like that. Now after this, what we can do over here, let's select this slide 04, press S, and let's scale this size somewhere around like this. Okay, like that. Now over here, I want this animation should start somewhere around at this point over here. So I'm going to bring my animation 04 and let's bring this over here. And with the help of open square bracket, I'm going to bring this over here. Now double click to open this. Now let's go and go to the options over here, and I'm going to choose round rectangle, and by holding shift I'm going to create this kind of rectangle. Then select this rectangle and press Ctrl Alt Home to align that anchor point to the center. Go to the align tab and align it horizontally and then align it vertically. And this is going to be the mask, so hit enter and let's call it as mask and hit OK and try to bring this at the bottom. Then select this mask, press R for rotation and let's rotate it on 45 degree like that. And initially scale, make this 0 and create one keyframe. Then go somewhere around 1.15 frames and increase the scale totally like that. Okay, then select this and choose alpha mask. Then select those keyframes and we are going to hit F9. Go to the graph editor, select this graph by holding shift. Let's move this handle over here. So if you check it out this, we are gonna get something like that. Okay, like this. Now after this, I'm going to select this pair and I want this pair should to come from the top. So for that, what I can do, I'm going to create one kind of a bouncing animation. So press P for position to create one keyframe. Go somewhere around 1 second to create another keyframe. And somewhere around 1.15 frames, I'm going to create another keyframe. Then at the start, I'm going to bring this upward like that. Then somewhere in between these two keyframes, I'm going to bring this again upward. Now select those keyframe and let's hit F9. Then all we need to do is simply hit S and go to the graph editor. Select this graph by holding shift, move one handle over here. Okay, so there is one person who wrote, I always thought you look completely different. Okay, I don't know what to say about this, but yeah, thank you so much. And thank you for commenting. Okay, so let's continue with this animation. uh, I want this animation should come from the top, and then select this and let's move this over here. Zoom in a little bit, select this much portion and by holding shift move this handle over here and this handle over here. This handle should be over here and this handle should be over here. Okay, similarly select this and let's move this handle over here. Okay, so now if you check it out, this animation, we are gonna get something like that. And when this portion is hitting the ground, I want this mask should start to get animated, so I'm going to bring this over here. So we will get this kind of animation. Okay, so it will create a look like when this is happening, when the ball is touching the ground. Okay, like that. Okay, so as you guys can see how simple it is. Okay, so if you're still watching this stream, thank you so much, and don't forget to hit on that like button. Also guys, let me know in the comment section what are your thought about motion graphics and other stuff, and whatever you wanted to ask or share anything which is about my channel or After Effects or motion graphics, feel free to ask anything. Okay, so let's try to focus on our animation. Yeah, now after this, along with this pair, I want another sketch should also appear. So for that I'm going to hit Ctrl D again and I'll hit U, and I'm going to delete those keyframes, so like that. And somewhere around at 1 second I'm going to select this sphere and try to bring this downwards, and with the help of open square bracket I'm going to move this over here. Then press S for scaling option, create one keyframe at the start, go somewhere up to this portion, and I'm going to increase the size of this sphere. Then select this sphere and hit F9 to ease in ease out, hit Ctrl S, go to the graph editor, select this graph by holding shift, move this handle over here and move this handle over here like that. So if you check it out, this we will get this, and then we will get this, and then somewhere around at this point I'm going to select this sphere and try to move this over here like that. So if you check it out, this we will get something like this. Then select this and hit Ctrl D to duplicate it, and with the help of open square bracket I'll move this over here and try to shift it something over here. Then select this third layer and go to the effect and presets panel and search for fill effect and double click to apply, and let's choose white color like that. Okay, so if you check it out, this animation now, we are gonna get something like that. Okay, then I'm going to select this slide 06 sphere and I'll hit Ctrl D to duplicate it, hit U, and I'm going to this time delete this scaling animations and change the color of this one to yellow. Okay, so it would be easy for us to understand this layers, and select this layer, third layer over here, and let's hide this yellow layer for now. I'm going to select this layer and I'll go to the effect and presets panel and I'm going to search for brightness and contrast and double click on it, and let's increase the brightness a little bit like that, and let's decrease the contrast a little bit, so we will get something like that. Then let's enable this slide 04 and try to move this over here like that. Go to the choose grid and guide option and click on this titles of action, and I'm going to move this over here like this. Then select this slide 06 and hit Ctrl D to duplicate it and try to bring this a little bit over here like that. Then I'm going to select this slide 04, which is this one, hit Ctrl D to duplicate it, hit enter, and let's call it as mask. Try to bring this over here and select this fourth layer, which is in yellow color, and choose alpha mask. Similarly, select this mask, hit Ctrl D, bring this at the top and choose alpha mask. So if you check it out, this now we are getting something like that. And I want this animation of this yellow layers. I'm going to select this and I'll hit open square bracket to bring them over here. Then I'm going to press P for position to create one keyframe. Then go somewhere around at this point to create another keyframe. Then go to the start. I'm going to select this one and I'll try to move this over here. Then I'll select this one and I'll try to move this over here. Then I'm going to select those keyframes and I'm going to hit F9 to ease those keyframes. I'll go to the graph editor. I'll select this graph by holding shift. I'm going to move this handles over here. So if you check it out, this animation now, we are getting something like that. Okay, like that. And when this all is happening, I want this two stuff should start to rotate. So right click new and create one null object, not camera but null object. Simply right click new and create one null object. Select both of these yellow color layers and I'm going to make it apparent with this null. Select this null, go somewhere around 2 seconds or let's say 2.15 frames. I'm going to select this null object, press R for rotation to create one keyframe, go somewhere around 4 seconds and let's make this value 180 degree. Okay, then select those keyframes and I'm going to hit F9 to ease those keyframes like that. Okay, so first we will get this like that. Then go to the graph editor, select this graph by holding shift, move one handle over here, and then by holding shift move one handle over here. So if you check it out, this animation now, till we are getting this kind of stuff over here. Now if you see properly, this looks quite nice, but this area over here looks kind of an empty area. So to fill out, to create some fillers, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create simply ellipse, and I don't want any stroke, so I'll delete the stroke. And for this, I don't want any fill, so I'll delete this fill and I'll add white color stroke over here. And let's choose 1 pixels, and by holding shift I'll create one ellipse. Then select this ellipse and press Ctrl Alt O. Then again hit Ctrl D, press V and try to bring this over here, press S and let's increase the scale. Select this, hit Control D, let's move this over here, hit Control D and let's move this over here, press S and let's decrease the scale. Okay, so these are the ellipse. I'm gonna go in Effect and Presets panel and I'll search for wiggle position and double click to apply. Okay, so what will happen that you're gonna get this extra animations over here. Now this shouldn't be from the start, it should come randomly. So initially let's make this value 0, not 0 but initially select all of them and create keyframes. Go to around 1 second, create another keyframes, go to the start and let's make their value 0. Then select those keyframes and we are going to hit F9. Go to the graph editor, select this graph by holding shift, move this handles over here. Okay, then I want this should be one by one, so let's try to bring this over here like that. Then this thing should start to get appear somewhere around at this point. Okay, like that. Now after this, what I want that this ellipse should start to get duplicated. So for that what we can do is simply select this pair and I'm going to bring this at the top. Okay, so it would be easy for us to animate. Okay, so for that what I'm gonna do, let's select this. This animation should happen somewhere around at 4 seconds because my null object is completing the rotation at 4 seconds. I'm going to select this pair, press S for scaling option to create one keyframe, go somewhere around 5 seconds to increase this value totally until it's covering this entire portion like that completely. Okay, then after that press P for position to create one keyframe, hit U, go somewhere around 6 seconds and let's decrease this value totally like that and press V and let's try to bring this size over position over here. So if you check it out, this animation over here, what is happening, we want something like that, then something like that. Then select those keyframe and let's hit F9 to easy ease those keyframe. So we will get something like this and then something like that. Then go to the graph editor, select this graph by holding shift, move one handle over here and move one handle over here. Okay, so let's save this file and if you see this animation, we will get something like that. Then somewhere around at this point, when this entire area is got covered by this middle person, this thing should get gone. So let's see this animation from the start. First we got this, then we got this, and I think I want this animation should get started somewhere around at this point. Okay, so when this area in this middle box is not box but sphere is covering this entire structure, I want all the layers of behind it should be gone. So I'm going to select all the layers after this and I'm going to hold Alt close square bracket to trim up to this. So if you check it out this animation now, we will get something like that. Okay, so let's make this fit. And if you check it out this, we will get this animation first, then this, and then this. Okay, like that. Okay, so let me drink some water and let me know in the comment section whether you're liking whatever am I doing over here. Okay, and don't forget to like on that, not like on that, but like that button and hit on that subscribe button. Okay, so as you guys can see, we have created this animation up to this one, and this one. And when this structure is happening, I want there should be a shift in this color. Okay, so for that, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to my color hunt website and I'll find some different colors over here. Okay, now from this to this, let's see what we can choose. Let's choose some neon but in bluish format. Let's choose this one only. Actually we have choose this in our early tutorial, but let's keep it as it is. Let's go inside this slide 4 somewhere around over here. I'm gonna go inside this. I'll select this, and now I'm going to create keyframe on color 1, color 2, color 3, and color 4, and I'm going to hit U. Then I'm gonna go, let's go to properly at this point. Over here I'm gonna go inside this, and I'm going to change the color of this. So let's copy the first color code. Okay, over here simply hit Ctrl V, so it will automatically create a keyframe over there. Then copy the second color code, go over here and hit Ctrl V, then it will automatically create a copy. Then copy this another color code, hit Ctrl V over there, then copy this one, hit Ctrl V over there. Okay, so we will get this change in the color. Now select those keyframes and let's hit F9. Go to the graph editor, select this graph by holding shift, move this handle over here and this handle over here like that. Okay, so now if you check it out, this animation, you will get this and we will get this. Okay, so as you guys can see how subtle this transition is, but I don't want black background, I want white background. So I'm going to press Ctrl Y to create one solid background and hit OK and try to bring this downwards. And with the help of open square bracket, I'm going to move this over here like that. Okay, now over here, what we want, I'm going to select this and I'll hit Ctrl D to duplicate it. I'll select the topmost layer and change the color of this one to yellow because this is my original layer. And I'll select this one over here. Let's go somewhere around at this point. I'll hold Alt, open square bracket to trim up to this. Select all the remaining keyframes before our main animation keyframes and delete it. And hit U. Select this and let's move this over here. Now let's reduce the size and press V and try to move this over here. Then again hit Ctrl D to duplicate, select this third layer, reduce the size and try to move this over here like that. Again hit Ctrl D, select this fourth layer, try to reduce the stripe and try to move this over here like that. Hit Ctrl D, make this size a little bit small and try to move this over here. Select this, let's try to bring this over here. Okay, select this and hit U. Okay, you can adjust the size the way you want over here like that. Then select this and try to move this over here like this. Again hit Ctrl D, select this and try to move this over here and try to adjust it like that. Okay, like that. Select all of these layers and hit U like this over here and try to adjust their position like this. And let's try to bring this over here. Like that. Okay, so if we check it out this now, we will get something like that. Okay, so first we will get this and then this. Okay, but if you see over here, it's looks very same to me. So for that, to give it a little bit more extra kind of a look, what we can do, I can select this last keyframes and I can try to adjust them a little bit like that. So if you see this now, if I adjust them a little bit from here to here like that, let's see how does it gonna look. Okay, if it's not looks good, we can change it later as well. Okay, so if you check it out this, I'll get something like that. Okay, like this, but it looks weird. So let's try to do one thing. Let's try to bring this over here. Try to adjust them like this. Okay, Yeah. So let's take this gap up properly a little bit more. Okay. Yeah. So if you check it out, this we have this, and then we have this. Okay, like that. Now, if you want this animation to be a little bit faster, you can select all of those keyframes over here, and by holding Alt, you can try to reduce this value up to this. Okay, so this will be a little bit faster like that. Okay, over here. Now, what I want is that from this scene, from this scene, there should be a transition to our next scene. So for that, we need to create some movement over here. So for that, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to bring another object. So for that, I'm going to bring another object that should come from this side, and it should collide over here to create another scene. So for that, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to select one simple ellipse tool, not ellipse, but or instead of ellipse, let's choose pen tool, and let's choose white color for the stroke. Then from here to here, I'm going to create one stroke, and let's increase the size of this. Then in search option, search for cap and choose round cap. Then similarly over here, you can search for taper. Go to the taper options and let's increase the start length somewhere around like this, so you will get this kind of line. Okay, like that. Also guys, if you are watching this tutorial still, then don't forget to hit on that like button, subscribe button, and also join our Motion Pro membership, which is just for 59 rupees, and it will be a support for our channel. Okay, so I hope you are enjoying this tutorial. Okay, so after this, I want this should come from this side. So obviously, whenever we do this kind of animation, we use trim path. So with the help of open square bracket, I'm going to move this over here. Then go to this options, add, and choose trim path. Then go to the trim path over here, and let's change this end value 0, create one keyframe, and go to the start, create another keyframe, hit U, go few frame forward, let's make all of this value 100, then select this start keyframe and try to move this a little bit over here. So if you check it out, this animation, we'll get this kind of stuff like that. Then select those keyframe and let's try to move this over here like this. So it should be a little bit faster like that. Then somewhere around at this point, when this is going to touch over here, I want there should be some spark or what kind of say transition should happen. So for that, I'm going to select my ellipse tool, and for the fill, choose red color, and let's remove this stroke. Then by holding shift, create one ellipse, select this ellipse, and press Ctrl Alt Home to align that anchor point to the center. Then select this ellipse, and try to adjust it over here. Press T for opacity, and let's try to adjust this portion over here, and let's increase the size. Okay, then select this, and with the help of open square bracket, move this over here. Press S, and initially it should be 0. Then create one keyframe, then go to around 7 seconds, and I'm going to increase the size of this entire structure. Select those keyframes, and I'm going to hit F9. Go to the graph editor, select this graph. By holding shift, I'm going to move this handle over here and this handle over here. So if you check it out, this we will get something like that. Okay, to this portion. Now at this point over here, what I want is my duplicate of this slide 05. So hit Control 0, and let's check it out, slide 05, and I'm going to hit Control D to duplicate it, and I'm going to bring this over here, this slide 05, and somewhere around at this point, I'll hit open square bracket, and I'm going to choose alpha mask over here. So if you check it out, this we will get something like that. Then go inside this slide 06, hit U, And over here, let's go to the effect and presets panel and select this. And now I don't need this colors over here, I want different colors. So I'll go to the color hunt, and this time let's choose different colors. uh, let's see what we can choose. Let's try to choose something bluish only. Let's try to go with this one. I'm going to copy this color code and hit Ctrl V. Just like our previous one, we are going to do the same procedure. Okay, like that. So we are getting something like this. So if you check it out, this, we will get this kind of structure like that. Now after this, what we can do over here is that we know that in slide 06 we have this pair. So I want to bring some spherical structure over here as well. So hit Ctrl 0 and select this slide 06 and hit Ctrl D to duplicate it. Double click to open this. Hit Ctrl K to open the project settings. And I'm going to type slide 06 sphere and hit OK. Then hit Ctrl key again to open the project settings, and let's make this width also 1080. Then select this pair, right click, transform and choose fit to form. Then I'm going to select my ellipse and double click to create one ellipse and choose alpha mask like that. Then go to the animation 04 and let's bring this slide 06 pair over here like that. So we have this pair like structure over here. Then I'm going to select this and with the help of open square bracket move this over here like that. Let's try to bring this over here. Let's go inside this slide 06 pair. Select both of these layers and hit Ctrl D to duplicate it. Press S and let's try to adjust the scale. But what we can do over here, I'm going to select this black solid layer and I'm going to make it a parent with this first layer. Select this first layer and let's see, bring this downwards. Then select this and press R for rotation and let's rotate it on different angle like that. Now after this, I'm going to select this one. I'll hit U. I'm going to select this keyframes and by holding Alt, I'm going to increase the size of this to 7. Okay, so we will get this animation a little bit slower. If you want, you can increase the slide a little bit more to 10. Okay, and let's save this. Okay, so we are gonna get something like that. Now let's go to the animation 04 like that. Okay, now let's try to bring this portion over here. Hit Ctrl D and let's move this portion over here like that. Okay, now let's select both of these layers, move this over here, press P for position to create one keyframe, go few frame forward to create another keyframes, go to the start. Let's select this one, move this portion over here, select this one and let's move this portion over here. Now after this, I'm going to select these two keyframes and I'm going to hit F9. So you'll get something like that. Go to the graph editor like that. Select this over here. By holding shift, let's move this handle over here. So if you check it out, this, we are going to get this kind of structure. Okay, like that. Okay, so if you check it out, this animation still, we have created this, then this, then this, and then this. Okay, like that. Now again, just like previous one, we need another null object. So right click, new, and create one null object. Let's go and move this null object over here. Select both of these layers and make it a parent with this null like that. Select this null object, press R for rotation to create one keyframe over here. go somewhere around few frame forward and let's make this value 180 degree. Then select those keyframe and let's hit F9. Go to the graph editor, select this graph. By holding shift, I'm going to move this handle over here and let's move this handle over here like that. Okay, so we'll get something like that. Then somewhere around at this point over here, select both of these layers, press S for, not S, but press P for position to create one keyframe. Go few frame forward and let's select this and let's try to move this portion over here. Select this and let's move this portion over here like that. Okay, then after that I'm going to select one ellipse over here again, and by holding shift create one ellipse. Select this and press Ctrl Alt Home. Go to the align tab, align it horizontally and then align it vertically. Okay, let me drink some water, guys. Okay, so if you're still watching this stream, I hope you are enjoying it and I hope you are getting something new today. And let me know in the comments if you like this stream or not, or if you want me to explore something more as well, or you have any questions regarding to After Effects or anything. Feel free to ask in the comment section. I'll try to give answers as much as possible. And yeah, don't forget to hit down that like button as well as on that subscribe button and join our Motion Pro membership to support this channel. As well as by joining that membership you will get access to a lot of new motion graphic videos as well as advanced After Effects tutorials. Okay, now when these things are gonna get separated, I want this pair should start to in not yeah, pair should increase the size. So press S and let's make this size 0 to create one keyframe. Go somewhere around at this point and I'm going to increase the size totally up to this and change this color to white. Then select those keyframes and I'm going to hit F9. Okay, like that. Then go to the graph editor, select this graph. By holding shift, move this handle over here and move this handle somewhere around over here like that. So if you check it out, this we'll get something like this. Okay, and let's move this rotation up to this. So if you check it out, this you'll get something like that, or let's try to, let's keep it as it is. Okay, now after this, when they are rotating, let's go and select those keyframes as well as this keyframe, sorry, select this and this keyframes and try to bring them a little bit over here. So basically whenever they are completing their rotation, only then I want them to get separated like that. Okay, so we'll get this and then we'll get this. Now when this is happening, this is going to be the last chapter of this animation. Okay, so let's watch it carefully and our series is gonna get ended. Okay, so only the last few seconds are remaining, then our complex motion graphics series is going to end. Okay, now after this I want ellipse should come over here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to select this slide 0 pair over here, or this one, and let's try to bring this over here. But before that I'm going to select this and I'll hit Ctrl D to duplicate it, double click to open this and select this topmost layer and delete it. Then go to the animation 04 and let's bring this over here. Then press S and let's decrease the scale to somewhere around 15, or let's say 30. Okay, like that. Or let's make this 10. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, yeah. Now let's select this pair, and now over here we need to focus on the positions properly. So press P, and over here now the shape is covering the entire portion, so all the things which are after this we don't need that. So by holding shift I'm going to select all of them, and I'll hold alt close square bracket to remove this. Then select this sphere, press V, and let's try to bring this portion somewhere up to this, and let's make this values properly. So I'm going to choose 400 over here, and height over here let's choose properly 150. Okay, like that. Then let's go and try to animate this portion. So let's do one thing, we will animate this section entirely into the new composition. So let's select this and hit Ctrl X to cut it out, hit Ctrl N, and we are going to call it as animation 04, not 4 but 5, and hit OK. Then hit Control K, and I forget to do this, that I chose the wrong size, it should be 1920. Okay, and press Control V over here. Okay, now press Control K again and choose background color should be in a white format, like that. Okay, now let's select this like that, press P for position. Now I'm going to add 200 value on the x-axis, so hit Control D, select this, and let's add plus 200, it's going to be 600, hit Control D, then let's make this 800, hit Control D, select this, let's make this 1000, hit Control D, let's make this 11, not 11 but 12, sorry, 1200, like that. Okay, then select all of them, and let's try to bring them over here like that. Okay, now after this let's select all of this and hit Control D to duplicate, sorry, hit Control D to duplicate and bring them at the top. Then right click new and create one adjustment layer, select all the uppermost 5 layers and make it apparent with this adjustment layer. Select this adjustment layer, press P, and let's make this value plus 200, like that. Then I'm going to select this uppermost 5 what we can say 5 layers, and I'll hit Control D, and let's try to bring them at the top. Select the downward 5 layers, and let's uncheck this adjustment layers. Select this and again add plus 200 in it. Okay, then select this 5 layers, hit Control D, bring them at the top. Select the remaining 5 layers which are parent with our adjustment layer, simply make this 9. Then select this adjustment layer, again make this plus 200. Okay, then select this 5 layers, hit Control D, bring them at the top, select all the remaining layers, and let's remove this null object parenting, and let's type plus 200 again. Okay, and now we will delete this null object, we don't need that. Let's select all of them and try to adjust them properly somewhere around like that. Okay, and let's try to adjust it, and let's make this quad resolution, and let's save this file. Okay, and try to adjust them over here. Okay, now press P for position to create one keyframe, then go somewhere around 1.10 second to create another keyframe, then go to the start, and let's try to bring this totally over here by holding shift, or you can move this over here. So if you check it out, this you'll get something like that. Then I'm gonna go somewhere around over here, or let's say over here, create one keyframe at position. Similarly, press S and create another keyframe at scale, hit U, and then go somewhere around 4 seconds over here. Let's try to adjust this over here, and now we are going to choose random position of this walls. Okay, so let's try to adjust them. Okay, so I'm adjusting them randomly. The main purpose is that it should go away from the center, so try to adjust their position accordingly. Okay, like that. Then along with that, what I want that the shade scale should be a little bit different. So by holding shift, I'm going to try to create different scale of each and every one and try to adjust it somewhere around like this one should be over here. This one should be over here. This one should be like this. Yeah, like that. Okay. Now along with that, I'm going to select this one over here, which is at a start. I'm going to go in my effect and presets panel and search for Gaussian blur effect and double click to apply and create one keyframe at blurriness. Hit U, go over here and let's increase the value of blurriness to somewhere around 200 like that. Okay, then go to the start, select this blurriness and blur Gaussian blur and hit Ctrl C. Then select by holding shift, I'm going to select this much alternate spheres like that and hit Ctrl V to apply that blurriness effect like that. Okay, like this. Now after this, what we want is that there should be wiggle animation as well over here. So I'm going to go in my effect and presets panel and I'm going to search for wiggle position effect and double click to apply that wiggle position effect. And let's create one keyframe on wiggle amount as well as wiggle per second. Hit U over here and go somewhere around at this point and let's make this value 500. Also let's make this value 2 seconds. Okay, so you'll get this kind of wiggle, but obviously over here 2 seconds is too much, so let's make this 1 second only like that. So we'll get this wiggle animation. Now again I'm going to select this wiggle position and this transform. I'll hit Ctrl C to copy, but make sure okay, so there is one person ASMR device. Can you preview and play the animation we made so far? Okay, I'll try to do it. So let's go to the main animation and we have created animation I think up to this. So let's go to this portion where we have created this and hit Ctrl 0 and we are going to bring our animation 05 over here and I'm going to bring this over here like that. Okay, so here is bro, I'm previewing this animation. Let's hit spacebar. It will take a little bit time to load this animation because of the obvious reasons, you know. Okay, then we have created this much, this much. Okay, so now let's go to the animation 04 over here. I hope you understood, bro. Don't worry, after completing this animation I'm going to show this animation again and I'll let you know what we need to do after that. Okay, so hit U and as I said that after applying this portion we will go to this keyframe. I'm going to select this topmost layer. I'll go over here I'm going to select this wiggle position as well as this wiggle transform. I'll hit Ctrl C to copy, select all the layers, and by holding Shift, select all the layers and hit Ctrl V to paste it. Okay. So now if you check it out this, we are getting that wiggle animation for all of them. Okay. But if you see this animation, the reason why over here I did like that, that we haven't applied graph weird. So now let's finally apply our graph editors. Then and over here it is the interesting stuff. If you see, if I play this animation, as you guys can see, the animation looks very weird. But since you apply graph editors, let's see how we can make a smooth animation out of it. So okay, so let's select all of these keyframes, all of the keyframes, try to select all of them. Okay, and hit F9 on all of them. Then go to the graph editor. I'm going to select this portion only of graph, and by holding shift I'm going to move this handle over here. So if you check it out this now, they are coming like that. Then I'm going to select this entire area of graph. By holding shift I'll move one handle of them over here, then going to move one handle of them over here like that. So now if I hit play to this animation, yes, thank you, bye. Thank you, ASMR device. That's thank you so much. So now as you guys can see, once we applied graph editor, how this animation looks. But now right now all of them are coming at one time. I don't want like that. So I'm going to hit page down button 2 times. So it will go 2 frames forward. Select all of them, and by holding Alt close square bracket, I'm going to trim them up to this. Let's trim a little bit. Then simply right click, keyframe assistance, sequence layers, hit OK, zoom out, and let's increase the duration of this. So now if you check it out, this animation, we will get this, and then we are gonna get this. Okay, if you check it out this in full resolution, we are gonna get something like that. So let's make this for resolution like that over here, like this. Now when this thing is forming this cubical structure, I want there should be a cube that should appear at this point. So for that I'm going to select my rectangle tool, and let's make this none, and let's make the black color to the stroke, and stroke width should be 1 pixels. And from here to here I'm going to create this kind of rectangle, not rectangle but square. Select this and press Ctrl Alt Home. Go to the Align tab, align it horizontally and align it vertically. And with the help of arrow keys, also try to adjust them with our squares like that. Then let's move this over here. Then press G. Then from this point to this point, by holding shift, try to create one line. Select this, and with the help of open square bracket, move this over here and press Ctrl Alt Home. Then hit Ctrl D, press P for position. Try to bring this line over here. Again hit Ctrl D, press P. Let's try to bring this line over here like that. Then hit U, press G. From this portion to this portion, select this and press Ctrl Alt Home. With the help of open square bracket, move this over here. Hit Ctrl D, press P, and try to bring this portion up to this downward. Hit Ctrl D, press P, try to bring